Allow me to share my screen with you. You know, I shouldn't have called these cards just Spanish rules gender. I should have called these cards Spanish rules gender and number, because the rest of the cards, it's more about structure. How do you make something go from plural to singular? No, from singular to plural. Please excuse me. Okay, so it's quite self-explanatory, so I'm not going to explain everything because I've written it out. For example, oh, okay, so I still have maybe one or two more cards that deal with gender, and then it deals with number. So gender is arbitrary. Of course it is, because in one language, what's in French, feminine can be masculine in Italian. Nouns which do not change gender. I think it's so interesting. Now, I dealt with this when we were looking at irregular nouns too. Sometimes I repeat myself, but coming in from a different doorway. So, el ángel. I don't know. Yeah, el ángel. I would think ángel was feminine, not singular. I mean, not masculine. I have to check that out because it could be because the A is stressed. So therefore it begins with the masculine article. I did these cards so long ago and I went over them, but then as I'm doing this video with you, questions come up in my mind, pop up. And I like when questions pop up and I just share them with you. Okay, so el bebé. Bebé is always, no matter whether it's a girl or whether it's female or male, la víctima, la persona, el genio, la andilla, el sapo. These are masculine or feminine, and it never changes. It never has a, it doesn't have a, either in the case of masculine, it doesn't have a feminine form. And in the case of feminine, it doesn't have a masculine form. Okay, la panda, el tiburón, okay, el castor. Okay, so now I'm almost sure, yeah. Yes, so now we're just basically talking about how to make a noun plural. So how to make a noun plural. You add an S when noun has a foreign word ending in consonant. When it's a foreign word and its ending is in a consonant, not in a vowel, and it's a foreign word, you just add an S. So shows, booms, pubs, slips, slogans. That's how you would do it in English too. But in English, it's not a foreign word because it's English. Okay, now you add in ES when noun ends in a consonant other than S. So avión ends in N, so you add an ES, aviones, verdades, reyes, colores, veces. Interesting, huh? Interesting. That's not how it is in English. No, in English, we raise avions. No, you can't say it like that. But it wouldn't be the same. I'm taking that Spanish word and then trying to make it into English. That's not the rule for it. You have ES, but that's not the rule for ES in English. Okay. You add an ES when noun ends in a stressed vowel plus an S. So you have inglés. You know what? That E, that last E should have an accent on it. Inglés. Not E, that's not English, it's English. Sorry, everyone, that should have an E on the end. That E should have an accent. So it's stressed and it ends in an S, so it's ingleses. Autobús. Latos. That's a call. You know? Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. 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 I said to myself, why didn't I put accents on these? Because I know my accents. Because the minute you add the ES, the next to the last vowel is no, for example, let me just give you an example. In the word Inglés, right? If this was singular, that E would have an accent on it. Because according to the rule, if a word ends in a vowel or in an N or an S, it's the next to the last vowel that's accented, not the last vowel. Next to the last vowel. Okay. So here, because you add an ES, you're adding on another syllable. So now it is next to the last vowel, ingleses, but the E is no longer at the end of the word, it's next to the last syllable. So autobuses, now that U is accented, but you don't need an accent. No, you do not put an accent mark because it's next to the last syllable. The same thing with las toses, y los franceses, y los dioses. Ah, got it. Got it. And see, this is what a language is. You know, you're trying to figure out why do you do what you do? With English, it's so automatic that a lot of times I don't think about it. But with Spanish, because I've been away from the language, using it every day, 24 hours a day, sometimes I question myself. But remember, how you put an accent on a word, there are rules. Most times, most words do not have an accent mark. They only have an accent mark if it breaks the rules. So it makes a difference if a word ends in a vowel or S and N or N, or if a word ends in a consonant. I'm gonna do cards on that. I'm gonna do the cards rather quickly because a lot of English speakers accents are just goes right over our head because we don't think it's important. It's very important. You add in ES when the word ends in an accented A, an accented I, or an accented U. And here are the examples. Okay, I'm going a little bit long, and this was supposed to be rather short. Exceptions to adding an ES when the noun ends in an accented A, I, or U. All right, papas, mamas, sofas, menus, tissues. Okay. I try to write as many exceptions as possible. Noun which end in an accented I or you retain accent in plural form. Okay, you can see the examples. I'm just going to maybe let you just see this now. Nouns which end in EN require an accent in plural form. You see where the accent, now the accent does not go on the last, it goes on the first syllable. Crímenes, gérmenes, imágenes, except for, well, you have to see how it's pronounced. This is crímenes, gérmenes, and imágenes. No, it all depends on how it's pronounced. Because in the last, the accent is on the next to the last. Well, no, wait a minute. It's in the second syllable. Imágenes. Yeah. It's all according to how it's pronounced. You can't make a general rule. All right. So let's see, nouns with an unstressed vowel plus an S do not change in plural form. Okay, you can see those. I'm just going to let you see Latin words. End in T do not change in plural form. Okay. This is just how you make plural. Once again, these are technical. And this is more, well, no, it's not just writing, it's also speaking. Okay. This says proper nouns of a collective unity. Example, a family of cars has no plural. Los Moreno. En el departamento. Now, however, if it is a group of unrelated individuals with the same name is pluralized. So Los Moreno means this is the Moreno family. They're related. But if I say Los Juanes, those are just people whose name is Juan and they're not related. See, this is more, little stuff. Okay, so here we're talking about royal house are considered successful individuals. Therefore, the names are pluralized. Borbones, Tudores, Habsburgos. Singular compound nouns do not change in plural. Abre lata. Abre latas. That's a can opener. Okay. And here is the last card. Compound nouns, only first noun is pluralized, except for last two examples. You can see here. So I should have named the last couple of cards instead of, it is Spanish rule, but not on gender, more on number. Plural versus singular, how to use plural versus singular. So this is Coralla Ficklin, welcome.com, WYLCOME. I want to thank you for coming to my site, coming to my YouTube channel. And I will be making videos on accents rather soon. Then I can go into details about how to use accents in Spanish. Thank you. Let me stop sharing and let me say thank you for coming to my, and if you feel that I've been of any help, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe and if you could share these videos. Bye-bye now. Thank you.